Okay. We were supposed to head to the gym a tad bit earlier than usual, maybe about an hour ago. It's about to be 3. We should have been at the gym already. But we had to do some laundry, or I had to do some laundry because we were running out of pants, and it is too cold. It is too cold to not be wearing pants on the other days that we're not doing leg days, because we like to wear the knee sleeves. So so it's just easier if I'm wearing shorts when I'm putting on the knee sleeves, or when I'm like moving them around. It's just a little bit easier. So that's why I wear shorts. But honestly, pants are pretty nice. They're pretty comfy. Mostly when it's super cold, like how it's been recently. It's been so all over the place. Like, I don't know. It like the sun was out earlier, but it was raining hella hard this morning. Or it was raining kind of like moderate, but pretty good amount. And then it slowed down. It stopped raining, and then the sun came out, and then right now it's a little bit gloomy. So hopefully, hopefully the rain does not catch us, because on my way out I was supposed to grab the umbrella that we got from Salvation that other time, but to my surprise, was something that I expected. I forgot. I forgot that I forgot it, and I was already in the car warming up the car and everything. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to go back in there. So I am hoping that we don't get caught by the rain. So we're gonna hope. We're gonna hope. So let's see how today goes. But we're expected to be destroying some chest. We're expected to be destroying some, what is it? Some triceps, and we're going to be doing some hamstrings. I am thinking actually that I want to use the Versa grips again. So I was actually going to return them because they felt hella short, and so like I feel like I wasn't getting an actual good grip from them. So I was like, I don't know if I actually if these are gonna work out for me, because they're just too short. I'm not getting a good grip. If anything, they were making my grip worse. But then I was like, man, I don't know. Like, it seems like a lot of people are talking about how good they are and everything. And then I look up a video, and it turns out that I think I was using them wrong. So I'm going to, I don't know. I'm going to use them again today for RDLs. We usually don't do RDLs for the second day. We just do seated. But because I want to kind of just see if they're going to work out for me, I want to do RDLs today, just so I can use the Versa grips again, and hopefully they do work out, because I do want to use them. They seem really sturdy and everything. So I was really excited to use them, because they came really well recommended. So I was a little disappointed when I noticed that they just weren't fitting right, but I think I was just using them wrong. So we'll use them again today, and we'll give a second review. The first review that I gave was a 5 out of 10. So we'll see if maybe that rating goes up a bit. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We shall see. Hopefully we get access to a good Smith machine, and it's not super busy right now. But it is Friday, so I'm not expecting too many people, just because as the week kind of goes along, the crowd kind of starts to slow down a bit. So we get a little bit less people, and now because it's also been raining a little bit, you get even less than that. So we just get a little bit more space. So hopefully we get access to a Smith machine. And then after some incline Smith machine for upper chest, we're going to do some triceps. Most likely we're going to be doing I want to assume some push downs, to be honest. I think some push downs will be pretty good. Or we'll start off with some single arm. I'm not 100% sure. It just kind of depends on how we're feeling. But we will be destroying triceps regardless of that. And then yeah, hamstrings like always. Some seated or maybe laying if the seated ones are taken. It seems like the seated ones are the favorite so far. The There's a little bit of dust on those laying curls. Honestly, I mean those are still pretty good, but it seems like people have just been super excited about the new seated ones that we have. So those have been so much more popular. Unfortunately, okay, so there's two things. So they did fix that cable machine that we've been kind of like wanting them to fix, but then turns out that there's another cable machine where there's like a dual system where one of the sides is broken. So now we're kind of back to square one, where we only have a specific, I guess, cable machine where it's like two cable machines for like one machine kind of like setup, where you can kind of do more chest and things like that. So it might be a little bit harder to do the flies that we typically like to do, and our typical incline cable presses that we also like to incorporate. So we'll see if we get access to that or not. I'm hoping though. I'm hoping that we do. And then yeah, I think we're gonna keep going strong for at least another what, maybe like a month, so we can see how freaky we can kind of we can get. So we're gonna see how freaky we can get, and we're gonna just kind of keep pushing along. Thankfully, the videos have been helping a lot with keeping track better, and it also makes, I feel like, the days go by just a tiny bit faster. I'm like already realizing, damn, I'm already at like day 67 or whatever. I have to check back at the specific date, but I'm already like 2 months in, and it hasn't been feeling like that. And I have been losing a significant amount of weight. I think last time I weighed myself, I was like at 153. So I'll see where I stop, or kind of how we're feeling. If we like, we'll kind of just gauge it. We'll gauge it at the end of the month, I think this month, and see if we do take it to that extra little month, or maybe just a half a month. We'll see. We'll see how we're doing, and then we're gonna go into like a maintenance phase, and then kind of like a bit of a slight bulk. Nothing nothing too crazy. We don't want to get too off the rails when it comes to the bulk, because if we end up getting too crazy with the bulk, then we're not gonna be able to or not gonna be able to, but it's gonna be just a lot harder for us to then lose weight once we're cutting. So we want to keep it at a good solid weight and kind of just move up gradually from there. So we'll take it nice and slow. Like they say, nice and steady wins the race. We don't have to rush anything. And when it comes to bodybuilding and everything, it's a lot of it has to do with like having patience, uh, and just kind of like taking it kind of like a day by day, and just trying your best each time you kind of go in there. And you kind of just stack up the days. That's just kind of how it works. You stack up each day, and after some time, you'll see some significant progress if if you've been going hard, if the intensity's there, if you've been following like a program or whatever, if you notice some like significant strength and things like that. There'll be certain things that you'll notice. You'll be like, oh damn, like for sure this is a lot different than I was, let's say, 5-6 months ago. And that's just kind of what I kind of just started to realize. It's really hard at first to try to stay as motivated as possible, because you kind of don't have those gains, right? So it's really hard to kind of stay focused and stay consistent because you're not seeing kind of those results right away. And it can be really hard. That's why it can be really difficult for someone to want to keep pushing each single day and kind of stack up those days. But people fail to realize that you can't, when it comes to something like this, you can't kind of like half-ass it. You can't just like show up one day and not show up the other day, or like, just like, when you're like kind of like not trying as hard. And when it comes to the gym, you want to give it your best. Obviously, you also want to listen to your body. I don't want to say like you have to go like hella hard where you're like fainting, but like, you want to have some intensity there so you can get some good results. And only you'll know if that's what's happening. And when it comes to this too, don't if you don't feel like you have it like super super figured out or anything, don't kind of like beat yourself up for it, because a lot of this is like kind of like trial and error. Really, it's you you have to listen to your body. You have to listen to your body, and you have to okay, we're caught up in a little bit of traffic, but to end off the car talk, we are about to get to the gym now. I keep forgetting that there's some construction going on the way over here, and I keep forgetting to take a different route so that way we're not stuck here. But thankfully, there's not too much traffic. So we're almost at the gym. We're gonna find some parking. We're gonna go inside, and hopefully we get that Smith machine. But I'll switch over now to the next clip. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and let's do our first working set. We ended up doing 2 warm-ups, and it's feeling pretty good today. It's not feeling too heavy. Sometimes I can usually feel it right away, like around the first kind of like feel a rep to two. I kind of if something feels too heavy, then I know it's just gonna be way too heavy to even try what I did the last time around. So we're hoping that we can at least get a solid I don't know, 5 to 6, but we'll see. But for sure after this, we'll move down just a tiny bit. But we're gonna do 45 and 25 on each side. All right. Worst case scenario, we pass at this bad boy. Man. Okay. I overestimated this time. Let's go ahead and drop down just a tiny bit, and let's hit it for, I think we're gonna drop down to 17.5, and then try to hit it for at least another solid I'm hoping 4 to 5. Let's see. Let's get out of this first. We'll just pull it up. Okay, that was pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do our second one. Man, that 25 felt hella heavy without the elbow sleeves or kind of like wraps. But when we dropped out to 17.5, it felt hella good. So I think we hit it for 5 more after that. So we hit 3 or damn, I think it was maybe even 2 with 25, and then we did 5 with after a little bit of that drop set. But we're gonna stick to 45 and 17.5, and then yeah, just go hard. And I think on the next one, depending on the cables, we'll maybe do a cable press or something. Worst case scenario, we do like an isolation machine. I'm gonna use this one. Hold on. Let me regrip. There it goes. That's fine. You know what? I'm gonna take a quick pause. Man, after I take a quick rest, I'm going to uh I just bring this up and maybe hit it for 3 more. Not 3 more, sorry, 2. Let's do it. That's pretty good. I think for this next one, I'm gonna drop down to 15. But man, I'm already feeling that pump. It feels pretty good. I'm pretty good. Okay, let's do this third one, and then I gotta go use the bathroom. Man, this is the consequences of drinking too much water throughout the day. That once you're at the gym, man, you gotta constantly use the bathroom. And so it's just me today. Um, I constantly have to just leave everything, so it just kind of sucks. But it'll be fine that way. Um, I just kind of have to do it in between exercises instead of in between sets. But let's just go hard in this one and see how many we can get. We ended up dropping to 45 and 15 on each side, and I think we get at least a solid 7. But we'll see because sometimes I be overestimating myself, and then next thing you know, I'm like 5 reps in and I can't get the 6th one. So we'll see. We're gonna try our hardest though. I need to. Okay, that that was pretty good. Even though even though the warm up sets felt on the lighter side, once I got to my working sets, I feel like it was harder than I thought, man. But let's move on to the next one. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, let's move on to our second exercise. We're supposed to do one of the cable machines, but because one of them is broken, that means that the other ones are taken pretty much, or we just don't have access to them. So, or two of them at the same time. So we're just gonna do these. I think it should be pretty good. Worst case scenario, we also do some pec deck after this, which should still be pretty good. Honestly, I feel like we can still get pretty good damage. But just to switch it up a little bit, not for any particular reason, we are gonna do these for 2 sets. Okay. So the cables ended up opening up, and so we're gonna end up doing some triceps after this. So it's a good thing that we got access to this. I think we're gonna do our last one with this, and then I already kind of tested it out a little bit for a feeler rep. So I'm thinking we're gonna probably hit it from a solid 6 to hopefully 6 to 8. But let's see. We usually don't do them standing up just because you don't get as much. You're not as stable as when you're like sitting down, but we don't really have access to a bench right now. So we're just gonna have to work with what we have. I think we're gonna move up just a tiny bit actually. All right, let's do it. Nice. Okay. Let's do some triceps now. I'm thinking we're gonna end up doing the crossbody that we typically like. I'm thinking we're gonna do 2 sets of that, and then I'm thinking 2 sets of or 3 sets of push down. Just kind of depends. And then I'm thinking either 1 or 2 sets of overhead. It just kind of really depends on how tired we are. But what I like to do is I like to set up the cable machine so that way it's almost straightforward. So that way I can sit as close to it as possible and then just pump them down. I said I feel like I can really feel it and I can really go all the way up and get that really good stretch that you need. So I typically have it up really, really high, as you can kind of notice. But we're not gonna use these handles. Huh. I'm gonna double down just a tiny bit. Okay, that was good. Sure though, I'm gonna go down just a tiny bit because man, that 20 felt hella heavy. But yeah, I think on the next one I either do 17 or I do 13. It just kind of depends. But that wow, that 20 felt heavy. But it's also I really haven't had the meals that I typically have kind of like early on, just because not early on, but before I get to the gym usually because I came a little bit earlier. So every time I come to the gym a little bit earlier, that's usually not my daily schedule. It kind of throws off my meals a little bit. So I haven't really gotten all the calories as I would like before the gym. Okay, but enough talking. Let's do this next one. Maybe today's one of those days. Let's drop set real quick. Yeah. All right. That's enough. Let's let's do some push downs. I don't think we're gonna use this either. I don't think we need it. We're gonna do two, and then maybe we'll do two or three of the overhead. We'll see. Okay. I'm getting sleepy. All right, let's just go hard on this one. We gotta hit it for at least three more. Let's take a quick break, man. Our triceps are more cooked than we thought, but we're still gonna go hard. That's one. Two. Okay, that's fine. Okay, on this next one, we're moving down. We're doing we're going from 57 to 50 because what am I playing today? Also, it's our second chest and tricep, so I'm typically just a tiny bit weaker than my first day. Not that I'm making any excuses. I promise. I promise. I'm still going hard. I'm still going hard. We're gonna do our second set now. We dropped down to 50 just because that 57 felt hella heavy. So we're gonna do maybe hopefully a solid 7 to 10, and then I'm thinking we're gonna do 3 sets of overhead, just because we typically do 2 sets. But we'll see. I always say but we'll see because next thing you know, I'm more gassed than I think I am until I'm kind of like in those last few reps. I'm like, okay, for sure. If I try to do another set, I'm gonna have to really drop in weight. I don't think that's needed. But let's just go hard on this one. I know, but I don't get to life because I'm exhausted every single fucking morning at 8:08. He's running his engine, and I just went to bed. That's not going to change. Okay. I'm I think I got 6 or I got 7. But I'm gonna pause, maybe hit it for another, I think 2 to 3. We'll see. Let me just catch my breath. Okay. Uh, nice. I think we're just gonna do 2 of these, just because yeah, I'm already pretty gassed already, pretty fast. So I'm thinking 2 more sets of overhead, and then we should be pretty good to go. Okay, let's do our last exercise. We're gonna stay here for, I'm thinking 2 sets, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, let's do our last one. We're gonna use these wraps. I'm just not gonna tie them up too tight, but because sometimes when I'm like deep into a movement, my wrist starts to hurt a little bit, and I'm trying to avoid that. But we did move down a little bit. We went from 43 to 40. Oh, these things actually helped a bunch, which was nice. I need to start incorporating them more often. Actually, I am gonna use this.
Okay, actually, we're gonna need a little bit more real. That's perfect. Okay, so I am gonna try these out once more, and I hope I can get it this time because last time I tried them and I couldn't get the grip on them. I don't know if they're just too short. I have no idea. But I looked at a tutorial online and they say that I have to kind of like wrap it under like this. So we're gonna try that. Last time I kind of tried to wrap it this way, and I think my hand was just too sweaty that it kept slipping off. So we'll try it that way and see how it feels. Hopefully, I don't bust my ass. All right, that's as tight as this is gonna get. How did I see it? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, damn. Okay, maybe. Oh shit. Okay, maybe some people were right. Oh shit. Okay. All right, let's just do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's go about shoes. Oh, all right. That's pretty good. Okay, that was pretty good. Man, I'm so out of breath after after that last one, but I'm hella happy with these, man. I just know these things are gonna last hella long because the leather on them is just so it's just so good. It's not like any other straps I tried, and these are pretty good. So pretty happy. Bye. All right, bye. Let's go ahead and go home. I'm thinking. Let me see what time it is. 4:39. I'm thinking. I was thinking about doing cardio, but I don't think we're gonna do cardio. Probably just gonna hit the post and downstairs. Hopefully, we haven't find a little bit of space, and then we gotta stop by Costco actually. So we're gonna stop by Costco, finally get my Costco membership, and then hopefully we can pick up some oikos because we're running a little low. But I'll see everyone tomorrow. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take the pump check for today. Let's see how things are looking. It's a little bit past our workout already because we did a little bit of RDLs and then we're talking to a friend because he's also thinking about recording videos. So we're talking a little bit to him. He was asking me some questions about making videos. So we're gonna try to help him out to get him started. But let's check the pump and then let's get out of here. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Okay. I've been uh I've been pretty satisfied with the results we've been having so far. Our chest I've been seeing a little bit more striations on our chest, a little bit more fibers on our rear delts, which is not our rear delts, our side delts, which is pretty nice. So right now, like I mentioned, while we're doing RDOs, we're gonna go to Costco. We're gonna get the Costco membership so we can pick up some a few things. Hopefully Oikos because we're running pretty low on those, and then a few other things like we're already there. I think we're gonna pick up some type of Diet Coke, and then yeah, maybe just re up on a few things. But yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna be doing some back and some shoulders, but you guys are not gonna get that until so when is it? Until Monday, because remember I take a bit of a break on Sunday, and so I don't post anything on Sunday, and I just post Saturday's workout on Monday. So you guys will get that. Let's go ahead and get one more pump check, and then let's get out of here. Okay, that's enough. Let's go.